Hey, it's Sheraine Noel,
And it's your girl, Baby Girl Tay.
and this is Welcome to Your 20s podcast.
And we have two special guests today. The first guest, you guys hear her? What's my name?
Mommy
And what's your name?
and Kai.
And how old are you? 2 years old.
Wow,
Yay. Kai came to see us today. She's going to head out in like a second. But we have Kai in the building, and we have our other fave
Deja.
The one and only.
back again. So yeah, we're excited to get into a Sunday's episode. I'm going to send my baby off really quick, and we're going to BRB.
Yeah.
So, long story short, my hair that I have in my head right now, it was like 30 inches. It kept getting in my ass. And I was like, okay, I need this to be shorter. And so I made the decision to take my kitchen scissors. I took my kitchen scissors to my hair by myself, just vibes at this point.
Yes.
And what I did to my hair, I should have been arrested. It was a mess. I had a flight to catch in 3 hours. You want to know the first? You want to know the first place I called?
Supercuts.
I called Supercuts. I would never take a step in that establishment, but it was the fact for me that Supercuts was booked. Because I'm like, who the fuck is going to Cole is our producer. If you go to Supercuts, Cole, nothing against you. But I literally was like, who the fuck goes to Supercuts? So they were booked. And then
They're
I'm like,
awful.
listen. So you've been to Supercuts before?
I've been to Supercuts, and when I tell you that when my hair dried, and it was for the longest, people thought I was just like fucking crazy.
Yeah.
The right side was up here, and then the left side was like down here.
Did you have them cut your hair curly or when it was curly
That's
or
the
straight?
thing. They didn't know. They cut it when it was, I think they cut it when it was wet.
They some
Yes,
bad
they cut it was
motherfuckers
wet,
that-
and my mom just washed it. Then again, my mom is Jamaican, but not. Yeah, whatever. But it was fucked up. It was
Long
fucked
story short,
up.
they had you fucked up.
Yes, but I had a really shout out to Spree. She's amazing. She took me out, had a little girls' day. Sorry, dry bar. It's not there either though.
Yeah.
I don't.
Listen, but let me tell you who saved my life. So, Supercuts booked. Cool. So in my head, I'm panicking. I'm like, what am I gonna do?
Oh, you fixed it.
Listen, my theory was like, this is Indian hair. So like, I need to go to the Indians. So
Okay.
I called up the place I go get my eyebrows done. And I don't know if you ever noticed, but like a lot of places do eyebrows. They're like full salons. I called them up. I was like, hey, is there anybody there who can cut my hair? And she's like, yeah, come right now. I went in there. She cut my hair, $20. Flawless. When I was in Oakland this weekend, so many people were like, your hair is so pretty. Your hair is so pretty. And I was just like, wow.
It's definitely giving like a Malibu Barbie vibe.
No,
Is
it is.
Yeah.
It's
Wow.
very flowy. That's why
For
when
sure.
you did that,
It's
I was
like-
like
No, I love it. I'm just like, this might be my new thing. I might just get an install and then go to Homegirl. And like, that just might be how I'm rocking from now on. Because $20. And even when she was like, is 20 okay? Like, I don't want that to be too much. And I'm like,
what?
I would have paid
So she
like
would have
50.
did like 40 for layers.
Listen, she was so
Okay.
cheap. And then like while I was there, I also discovered this weekend that I like getting my eyebrows tinted. So I got my eyebrows tinted. It's like, it's a vibe. Like, those are just my bitches now.
Okay.
I'm scared.
Like, I'm
You're
there.
like locked in.
I'm locked in. Like,
Yeah.
I'm really locked in with them. I'm not changing.
I'm scared. I know someone that got their eyebrows tinted. Too tinted.
It looked a mess.
Too tinted.
I mean, but
what
all
we
you
gotta
gotta do is put a little bit of alcohol at a lift.
Well, see, and then so when I first got it done, I was freaking out, and I was like, okay, how would I lift it if it comes out wrong? And I looked up and it said toothpaste too.
Yeah.
And so like I got them done, and I just put a little bit of toothpaste in the front, and it like lightened it, gave me a little ombre brow action. I'm just like, wow, I'm with this shit.
Life hacks.
Toothpaste.
Yes.
saves
Do you have your
time.
eyebrows microbladed or anything?
Yes.
Okay.
Microbladed.
Do you like love it? Do you live by
I
it?
love it.
People-
Brows by Kasara. Bomb.
Yeah. People love the microblading though too.
Yeah. I love it. It's so like, just get up and go.
Yeah, that's how I feel about like lashes. I always feel like if I had my lashes on and I probably had my brows microbladed, I would be just like a on the go ass bitch all the time.
Yeah.
Because
Like,
like
let's go for a drink. I'm ready.
yes, literally, all I gotta do is brush my teeth.
Wow.
Maybe. No, I'm just kidding.
In this
Yeah.
place that you got your hair cut at, they did the tinting.
They did the tinting. I paid $40 to get my eyebrows and my hair on fleek.
Well, drop the location.
So you can get like
Taylor.
a deluxe, like, get me going set, like a whole package for probably like $100.
Literally. Like, I would be a bad bitch coming out of, you know, the irony of it? Okay, so the other part of my week, I got in a car accident. The place that I went to, it was like right where I got in my car accident at. So it was just like, God was just bringing me to this location like 10 times this week. But,
I mean, everything happens for a reason.
yeah. I don't even believe in Mercury, whatever the fuck it's called, retrograde. This is the first time I'm just like, oh, that's what this bitch, she beating my ass. Assault with a deadly weapon, damn near. Okay. Like, started off the week, car got hit, car's probably totaled. Not probably, the car's totaled. Yeah, I fucked up my hair. It was like a bunch of weird shit kept happening to me this week, and I was just like, I've always been like, okay, maybe if I don't believe in like Mercury retrograde, then like it won't affect me. But like she showed up at the door and was kind of just like, hey, no, I'm gonna affect you whether you believe in me or not. And I don't really like that about her. And it was crazy because I told you I was having a shitty week, and you were like, I'm having a great week.
Yes, I was gonna say that. Everyone was talking about it's retrograde, and I was like, I'm just gonna start using that word when something fucks up, like it happens. Yeah, I guess that's the thing. But I had a really good week.
That's good.
I know.
What happened?
Nothing really happened. I feel like I had a lot of really good realizations, you know, because I had a couple really bad weeks. Yeah. And this week, I just woke up with different energy. I wanted to feel different. Yeah. So I woke up. I was like, let me go outside. Let me lay off the alcohol.
I remember I talked to you one day and you were like, I just got done working out. Why did I say it like that? Working out.
Because it's a shocker.
Yeah. That's no, you're like, I just got done working out. I was like, wow, that's so good. Like, I really, I mean, we've talked about this already before, but like how I want to start working out and shit. But like working out really, that shit just like releases like happiness into you.
Yes. When I go out and I actually go like jogging, it's so crazy because it's almost like journaling to me. Everyone's always like journal, and it's just like, that's just not gonna it's not gonna help me. Yeah. But then you do it and you're like, wow. It's like you breathe. Like you can just breathe. And then I go outside. It's like 7 a.m. You know, I gotta go before Yvette, Miss Yvette wakes up. One of my patient. And it's so weird. Like you just feel yourself. You're like, I'm outside. Yeah. It's the minuscule things that really makes you just
happy as shit.
You appreciate life. You're like, okay, this is why I need to do this, and this is why people say work out. Endorphins.
Dopamine. Endorphins. Dopamine.
Comment and let us know.
I think it releases endorphins, and I think the endorphin is called dopamine. If that's a lie, then I don't know.
Comment and subscribe and let us
fucking
know.
Sue me or something.
Shut up.
But it's either between. First of all, them niggas ain't got shit right. So are we even really believing them?
I was like, we don't even listen to them anymore. So there's that. What else happened? I went to the most beautiful wedding yesterday.
It was gorgeous.
That was crazy. Shout out to Leo and Wanique. One of the most both of them, just beautiful spirits, amazing people. The energy was not the room. It was in the ranch, in the area. Yeah. And I met amazing people.
They're like really, I always have like this thought of like good things happen for good people. And I feel like they're like the epitome of that. Like they're just like two good people and they're living happily ever after. And I love that for them. Yeah.
Yep. His vows, her vows. It was the vows for me. Yeah. But it really spoke to Wanique. Wanique is someone that he said God speaks differently to Wanique, and that's true.
I love that.
He's like, God speaks differently to you, and it's like almost like Wanique sees people's pain and things they're going through, and she's just it's weird. She's an angel on earth. Yeah. Shout out to Wanique.
Yeah, she
the only reason I know how to deep condition my hair, keep it together. She literally used to be in college when we were in the dorm. She was just like, you never heard of conditioner? And I was just like, yeah, but not really.
I'm dead.
She taught me everything.
Yeah.
Shout out. Beautiful love. Have fun in Tulum. They're in Tulum.
That's cute. Oh, for their honeymoon? I love that. I love that. So we're going to you guys have met our guest before, Deja. She came here.
Anything interesting happened to you this week? I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Damn. Because I didn't know if she was prepared to like give us her week play-by-play, so.
I mean, I feel like you haven't told me anything major. I think you had a good week, but I'll let you explain.
I had an okay week.
Really? I called Debbie this morning, and then I was looking at her in the camera, and I was like, oh my God, a black eye. And she almost fucking She was like, black eye?
Not me. I didn't have she looked over like, you had a black eye? Is that
No. I was talking to her.
Yeah, like, what just happened?
I was talking to her. I was talking to her, and I was telling her something, and then I looked at myself, and it looked like I had a black eye. And the way she hopped up, I was like, oh, what happened?
I'm dead.
Because she said, like, black eyes. So I'm like, should I be on the way? Should I put the kids in the car?
Right.
Like,
yes. I'm dead.
Like,
so a good week. It's been a good week.
It's been a good week for me. It's
awesome.
Week, yeah.
Okay.
I love that. Somebody has to have it. I guess I'm the only one here that had a fucking shitty week, but that's fine.
Tomorrow's the start of a new one.
It's the start of a new one, and retrograde ends on Tuesday, I think. So
perfect.
That's also going to be the day I find out how much I get for my car. So it should be a great day.
Of course.
Yeah. So, like I said, we've had Deja here before. I feel like last time our conversation was a little risque, a little controversial, a little on. We got so much feedback, I just have to say, from that episode. People being like, we want her to come back, and just like asking a lot of different questions. But today we're gonna like kind of, I guess, go to the opposite side of the spectrum, a little bit ish, maybe not. Who knows? Kind of still tied into that, in my opinion, because some of my thoughts that I have. But me and Sheraine had went out. Oh no, all three of us had went out to dinner. Mm-hmm. That one dinner that Sheraine keeps bringing up, that was $2,000, and we went out to dinner.
Let it go. I let it go.
Expensive friends,
very expensive
rich friends.
I let it go.
So when we went there, we had like, we're all drunk, and somehow we had gotten on the conversation of, are black women submissive? And
oh yeah, I remember that.
Do you remember that conversation?
Remember that.
And like, we're all, you know, we had different opinions, whatever. And I'm just like, this is gonna be one of our topics.
Yep.
Because I feel like it's something that, this is my personal opinion, I feel like it's kind of gotten skipped around our generation. Just even like talking about it, like just talking to other people, and I think some people don't even really know like what submission, like I don't know how to describe it. Like I just feel like our generation, whether they're submissive or not, they don't even have really like the knowledge of like what submission is, besides like submissive and dominant, like that shit from like 50 Shades of Grey. And it's like, no, I'm talking about like the whole other, just like submitting to a man, whatever, which I'll go into like our definitions and stuff like that. So yeah, that just brings us to our topic of I don't know if I want to say, are black women submissive? Can black women be submissive? I feel like would probably be a better way to pose that question.
Way better. Definitely.
Yeah.
Way better.
Because obviously there's always going to be outliers in any type of situation. But yeah, can black women be submissive? So I wanted to first start this off with everyone defining what being submissive is to themselves. And there's no right or wrong answer. Like, we're not looking like for like textbook answer. It's just like, if someone asked you, if a man asked you like, are you submissive, or like whatever, how would you interpret that to like define what submissiveness is? So class, who wants to go first?
Definitely you. You started it.
Wow, me?
You were passionate about it. Let's go.
Okay, so submission to me.
We're talking like at the bar, a man saying like, yeah, like I'm looking for a woman, you know, who can like. I don't want you to do your voice like that again, because you just got. I was really about to answer you like okay, so no, but really though, like,
no, but I asked you that. I was like, but like, what do you mean? Like,
okay, so like this is what submission looks like for me. To me, I don't think of being submissive anything sexually. I think of it being just more like, kind of like my respect level ish, kind of for a person. I think that like for me, submission is just literally me respecting you and your guidance enough, your guidance, and like you being able to protect me to where I can just like be docile, and like I don't have to be like, literally like from last week's episode, like I don't have to be the fucking strong woman, like, and it's not even to say like I have to be weak, but just like having that protection from a person to like protect me, like, but in that, like, I will submit to you. And just like for me, like, let's say I'm having an argument, like, I'll give an example because that might be like a better way to explain it. Like, let's say me and my husband or boyfriend, whatever, are having like a disagreement. If in certain situations, if I'm being submissive to them, and obviously I'm not going to do it like on like some crazy scale things, but like being submissive to them is like, I trust your opinion. I think that you would make good decisions for this family or for us as a unit. And so I'm going to go with you on that. That's what submission looks like for me. Like, I'm not talking about like the cooking and the cleaning and the da-da-da-da-da. Like, to some other people, that is submission. Like, I have friends who tell me, like, I always make I'll never eat before my man. I always make my man's plate for him. You know what I mean? Whenever he wants to have sex, whenever he wants to cook clean. I have friends who are like that. Like, that's their version of submission for them. That's not really it for me so much. That can happen, but it's just literally me feeling like, hey, you know what? I trust your opinion. I think you can lead us somewhere. So I'm going to submit. I'm submitting to your leadership. That's all it is. That's how I think of submission. I'm submitting to your leadership.
Are you submissive though? Keep it 100.
Right.
I don't think that I've ever, 2 parts. I don't think that I've ever really been with someone that I've trusted to submit to.
So poor choice of judgment.
I think I have a poor choice of judgment. And I also think that I haven't been with people who have like the best leadership skills. And I felt scared. Like, I've had situations where it's like, I would like, to me, like, my ideal situation is a situation in which I could submit. Like, I want to be able to be with somebody who can make like good choices.
Feminine energy.
Yes, like that's literally like to get like super deeper. Like, I feel like that's a lot of strains in like black couples and black men, because like I want to be able to be feminine. I want to be able to just like relax and like know that you got shit and you can make great decisions for this family. Like, I don't want to have to think about like certain shit. And it's not to say like I want to be fucking home being Betty Crocker, but like I want to be able to trust your opinion on certain things. And I would love to have that. I think I had close to that with you know, the person I dated. Somebody I dated like the last year. Like, I feel like that was probably the closest I've gotten. Like, I definitely feel like he has like strong leadership qualities, but in that I felt like he's almost too strong of a personality. And that's kind of like where we would like bump heads at, but also that could be my fault because I don't know how to just like submit to somebody. So to me, it's like,
or do you feel like you just don't know how to submit to somebody, or do you feel like the person that it is you're not willing to submit to?
I think it's 2-part. I think that like I know I haven't found somebody that I fully want to submit to. I haven't found somebody who I like fully like respect their opinion on shit to where I would like want to submit to them. But then I also question myself on like, do I even know what it looks like to really submit to someone? Because hypothetically, I would love to do that. I feel like my life would be a lot easier if I were able to do that. I don't want to have to like, I don't know. I've seen like some healthy couples who've been together for 50 years. And it's just like that leadership that like they're able to have, and like the women are able to keep their feminine energy, and like, you know, men might think of it like, oh, she's not nagging and she's not, no, she's just able to exhibit her feminine energy. That's literally all it is. Like, she's able to be a fucking beautiful butterfly, and she doesn't have to like do all that other extra shit that y'all hate. But yeah, honestly, I don't know if I know how to submit.
I'm very submissive.
Okay,
I will say that. And it's no, I'm very submissive, but it's very toxic and unhealthy because I am submissive even to the worst people. Okay. But to me, it's like submissive is being submissive, but it's almost like, I don't want to say I'm not being submissive, but if it's something I want to do, it's almost like I don't call it submissive.
Right. Because it's submissive.
Like, yeah, being submissive.
Like you're contradicting yourself, because submissive should just like flow. It shouldn't be like, I want to do this, so I'm going to do it for you. It has to be like so just first nature to you that it's just like, it's sickening. Like, I have to sit there and look at you and be like, what the fuck is she doing?
But no, I'm saying, that's what I'm saying. I don't think like to others outer looking in, I'm submissive, but to me, it's first nature to me. If I'm really fucking with you, I naturally am like, okay, he went here, I'm going to make his bed, I'll do the laundry, I'll do this, or it just doesn't matter. To me, it's like I don't call it submissive. Mm-hmm. It wasn't until this conversation I thought about it.
Or do you have submissive traits?
But that's the thing. What are you guys including in this topic?
Okay, so
is it sexual? Is it cooking? Is it cleaning? Is it listening?
Submissive to me is having a man always in all ways.
Yeah,
that's submissive. So if when I say always in all ways, meaning we're talking on a spectrum of sex, and then we can go all the way down to financial. Like, I just fell off today, put me back on tomorrow. Or I don't fucking know, I have kids, you don't take care of them.
No, and that's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying?
I would do it for the wrong person.
Literally all ways that you can possibly think.
but not you doing it for them. More or less like, okay,
it's not
you meet a nigga and he tells you like, I'm on the spot. Like, you meet a nigga and he, yes.
Hit it. No.
The nigga, you and I both know the nigga she was fucking with over the summer that was putting her in a position, and he wanted her to do simple tasks.
Yeah.
Did you?
Okay, look. Oh, you know what? Let's even make it smaller than that. Got you. The same nigga. Wait.
That nigga just
it's the
wanted
same
you
nigga.
to...
Listen, same nigga.
That shit would have been
I'm gonna break
easy.
it down even littler. Same nigga. Over summer, he was putting you in a position.
Listen.
And you're not a phone person. So you couldn't even sit on the phone for 1 hour of your time to somebody. You couldn't even submit
that nigga
and
was
say,
gonna have you in a place, in a car. And
it's not even submitting just to listen to him like,
Yeah.
No, it's like submitting, like, let him explain or display and kind of express how his day went, knowing that he has 24 hours somewhere else is like, bitch, come on. It's so easy. But you know what it was? There was no chemistry there. You didn't like that person.
That's what I'm saying.
But listen, that also goes back to, I feel like submission also has to go back to when you want to submit to somebody, your energies have to align. You have to really fuck with someone.
Yes.
You have to really choose. You have to have a good choice of picking men.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if you're a person who I'm a gold digging ass bitch and I'm looking for a sugar daddy.
Yeah.
Those type of women know how to be so submissive because they
have a
see
goal
an
of what they
end
want.
goal of what they want.
Yeah.
So if it takes for them to say, I love you, Rick. I love you, Rick. You're the only one for me.
Yeah.
I'm going to go pick up your laundry right now. I'll meet you there at 5.
Yeah.
Bitch, I'm leaving you and I'm meeting Rick at 5.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm not submissive. I'm just dumb.
No, you're not. It's not. I don't think the opposite of submissive is not dumb.
I'm saying I think I do things. I act
for
like
the wrong
that.
ones.
Exactly. That's literally what I'm saying. Like I'm taking accountability.
Yeah.
But also you don't align yourself with the right ones.
I don't. I'm saying, but in my head it made sense at the time.
And see, I think the
but
thing
if
is
I don't
too,
like you, I'm like, what the fuck?
No, but see, this is the thing that I like. Love you. You're my friend. I think this is the difference. And me and Rachel have been on your head about this shit. Sheraine will submit to a cute nigga, but she won't submit to a nigga who will take care of her. She won't submit to a nigga who will take care of you.
What did we just say in the car? I said people will find a nigga and be like, oh my God, he's so fine. He looks so good. He's
I
so
like
cute.
ugly niggas.
What? I like I'm ugly and fat.
Yes.
My
Heavy.
friend,
200 plus.
wait, no, my friend
maybe.
literally just said, she's like, you gotta get you a medium ugly nigga.
Yeah.
And
No, I
watch
think
things turn
Sheraine will
around.
submit to a cute guy. Sheraine won't submit to a guy that like would take care of her. And
Because she feels superior than them.
Yeah. Oh.
I feel like when it comes to people who look good to Sheraine is like, oh my God, my name's Becca and I'm just so overhead of heels. And then when she meets an ugly nigga who's like, I got dumb bread.
No.
All I need you to do is go do this.
Even
And
Lawyer
she's
Bay.
like,
Lawyer Bay.
yeah,
Great guy.
She's off.
He just doesn't look the way she wants him to look.
Sheraine lives in that alpha, like, when she meets an ugly nigga. I just, like, oh my God, I'm Sheraine. I have a degree and I'm just,
but also,
no, I love it.
It's also
I'm
just
learning.
like, this is an accountability episode.
No,
but
it is.
But like, this is like, honestly, like, with you, like not even with you, but like for me, the people that you don't want to submit to, not to say I crave, that sounds thirsty, but like I would love to be able to have a situation in which it's a nigga who's just like, here is this, I'm taking care of all of this, all you need to do is like either talk to me or just go and handle business or whatever, and like thank you, I would love that for me. But like, yeah, you submit to niggas who are like cute, and I think that also just goes to like what we like in people. Like Sheraine likes cute niggas. I don't think I've ever dated off of looks. I'm not saying all my niggas have been ugly, because like I've dated like some handsome people, but because I'm just like, okay, you being handsome actually kind of scares me, because then I'm gonna think you're a pretty boy, and then I'm gonna think if I'm in a situation like, can you protect me because you're actually too. I just went off on a tangent.
I'm not gonna lie, y'all might be right, because clearly my luck is just not.
I mean, my luck is not great either, but I think I know what I would look for in like a partner.
But see, even if you know what you look for and you manifest what you're looking for, you have to become the woman that's ready and willing to accept what you're manifesting. Like for me, I want to manifest and I manifest so many things, but my attitude is shitty. Like I'm not even like applauding it. I'm not saying it's okay. Yeah. But I sometimes have a problem saying like, what? No, I'm not doing it.
Yes.
No,
literally.
I'm not doing it.
Listen,
I'm working on it. Like, I'm working on it.
I was like for a smidge second talking like I'm in my head, like I want to manifest somebody who like, not like that, but like just take care of me and provide and get a house on some acres and da-da-da-da-da. Meet this guy. He wants to do all of that. But it's like, yeah, babe, like, can you just, and I'm just like, I don't want to do that. Stop. And it's just like, oh, like I'm actually bringing these things to me, and then like I don't. So back to your question of like, do I know how to be submissive? Like, I think that answer is no. And like,
but are you willing to learn?
But see, that's the thing for me. I'm like, I am very willing to learn, because just from what I've seen, like women who are able to be submissive and have those healthy, you just live such a healthier, happier life.
But you know what it is about a lot of Black women is we're so alpha, right? And with you being alpha, you say, I don't want to date a broke nigga. Well, you're with the broke nigga. Yeah. Because sometimes that's how it works. Yeah. You're with this broke nigga and you're like, oh my God, I'm tired of his shit. Da-da-da. I got to be with this nigga, that nigga, whoever got money. And then now you put yourself in a position, or maybe a nigga has put you in a position. However you get it, it doesn't matter. Yeah. You're in a position now where you're like, I'm willing to, I need more. I'm willing to go for more, but you're not willing to accept more from what this man is going to put you through. So now you take these toxic traits from that you had with this broke nigga and you put it with this healthy and wealthy nigga. Listen. And you're over here like, I'm not going out to the 7-Eleven at 10 p.m., 10 a.m. I'm not doing that. And it's like, snap. What?
Listen, literally.
I am the financial builder. I'm the protector, the provider, and you're not going to do what?
Listen, and that's the thing too. And even in like art, like disagreements, but like for me, and this is why I say I want to be able to have somebody that I could like submit to, because like even when I'm having disagreements, or like even when I'm thinking about like, okay, you guys know my life, whatever, I was married, whatever, like thinking about like the future, I want to be able to trust you with our future. Like, period. I got my own shit. I got my degree, I got my job, I got my businesses, whatever. But I would love to be able to like submit to someone, and I know that you're gonna have a plan for us. And that's my issue with like submitting to men sometimes, is when they seem unstable and like rocky, and I don't know how their future's gonna turn out. I'm like, I can't fully submit myself to you because I don't know where the fuck I'm gonna end up at.
Right. But see, that's you also have to be trusting, and you have to dig. Sometimes you have to dig in a man. You know what I'm saying? But the way you just sat here and said, I have my this, I have my that means nothing to a man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So when you're showing that already, when you're coming off like that already, a man is like, it's too much alpha. It's you're living in your masculinity energy. Yeah. You have to let that shit
and see,
go.
And that's the thing about it. It's like, but it's a very like, for me, it's a switch at the turn off, because if I'm single, I have to be in that energy. I have shit to take care of. Of course. You know what I mean? But then it's like, okay, I meet somebody and it's like, okay, turn that switch off. So I think it's definitely
you definitely need versatile.
Yeah, you have to be able to go back and forth between those two things, and I think that that's just something that like I'm trying to work on. But also at the same time, like I don't like. As soon as I meet a nigga, he might think I'm difficult, but at the same, I mean, actually, I'll take that back. I don't really get that, but like. I just like right off the bat, I'm not a submissive person. If I've had situations before where like, okay, over time I have become that, but some niggas be wanting to see that shit right off the bat. You know what I mean? And I just like, because and I have
shit
to
will still fail you.
Yeah, I'm dead.
Well, it only listen, it only fails if
take it from me.
It only fails if one, you're not. I feel like when people sit here and say stuff like that, it's like, one, okay, did you even have that conversation? Like me, I'm a person, I'm having the conversation off the rip. Yeah. What are you looking for? If you tell me the type of woman that you're looking for, and I already know in my mind, nigga, this ain't it. Yeah. Because I ain't about to fake or portray. I'm not gonna do any of those things. You know what I'm saying? So if you're looking for me to say, I'm going to come over and wash your clothes tomorrow, and I just love you, and you're so handsome, and I know that you have money, and this is going to be great. Yeah. I'm not doing it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So you kind of have to have that conversation, and you have to have that good judgment again. Like,
I think, too, like, knowing that, like, when I hear a woman who's like, I cooked, I cleaned for him, and I fucked him, and he still left, and I'm just like, cool. What y'all don't understand is, like, you did all the things that his mother could do. Like, he did things that, like, you paid help can do. Like, you can pay, if a nigga really got a check like that, he can pay somebody $75 a week to come and clean for him. Like, those to me are like very surface level, like basic definitions of like submission.
Not all the time. To me, I feel like the deeper root of submission is depending on the man that you date. If you're dating a drug dealer, you have to understand that no one's supporting drugs either, but you have to understand that he does not have a 9 to 5. You understand that his money comes in when it comes in. So you have to understand the nagging, the calling his phone 5, 6 times.
But see, that's the part. But that's what I'm saying. That's the part of submission I'm on. Yeah. I'm on the like, I'm not going to argue with you.
So we're here.
But I'm saying, to me, submission is I'm not going to argue with you. I'm not going to call you 10 times. Submission to me is not I'm cooking and cleaning. That's maid work. Yeah. That's housework. That's not submission to me. Submission to me is like, I know that you're out and about. And if you tell me, hey, I got to go out of town for a week, okay. I trust you. I believe that you're going out to do something for the better good. Mm-hmm. But to me, I think that some maybe like younger women or just let me not say younger, because like I've heard older women be like, I ain't finna be doing all that for a nigga. Yeah. And it's just like, first of all, you're dirty because you should do it for yourself. But like, second of all, that's your job not,
anyway, I feel like.
Yeah, but like, second of all, like that's not what submission is to me. And I think a lot of women, like, you know,
have different
like they get
aspects of it.
They get cheated on, and it's just like, I did all of this, and I'm just like, baby girl, I don't care how you cook. It wasn't gonna keep him. I don't care how you. I still to this day, I'm bitch like I have the best pussy. I give the best head. That was never
none of that matters. A threesome won't save your relationship.
Ever.
You know what I'm saying? It's a matter of, are you understanding him? Do you know what he's going through right now? Can you relate to him? And even if you don't sell drugs, I mean, goddamn, like ask him how his day is. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Be chill. Be kick back. I feel like you need to be someone's friends before anything. Like you have to be my friend before anything. So. I feel like submission is just so much deeper, and it's on a deeper level than just like cooking and cleaning.
Not you get excited. I was like, absolutely. This week was just another thing I realized this week. I've misplaced a lot of my energy in the men I've been dating, and it's something I've realized. I keep getting hurt over and over, and kind of really taking off this conversation. I'm doing all these things expecting that this is just gonna make this relationship work. I don't want to say I'm desperate, but obviously I think I may be back to trauma. Maybe it's something that made me just want to give everyone fucking, everything in the beginning. Yeah. And I'm realizing, let me stop doing that shit in the beginning. Right. Let me be a friend first. Right. Let me get to know this person. Okay. For the first time ever, probably the box ever. A little bit.
Yeah.
Right. Let me tell you, the last like 2 weeks, literally, I think the first time I asked someone, I was like, what are you looking for?
Yeah.
Because I was like, I'm not doing this shit anymore.
And I feel like that should be the first fucking question. Mm-hmm. Like, don't even waste my, you trying to fuck or are you not? Like, literally, you trying to spend your money on me or you're not?
Literally, I can also gauge it by like the setting in which I meet a nigga. If I meet a nigga and I'm out and we know what my body looks like. So if I get the like somebody talking to me like you're fine to do, I don't want to talk to you because you're talking to me because you think I'm sexy. Yeah. Period. If you meet me on another
just on my appeal.
Yeah, that's all you saw. If you're talking about other things like, oh, I see what you're doing with your brand, or I see what you're doing with your, then I'm now cool. We're talking. But like anytime a nigga approaches me and he tells me that I'm cute, I'm kind of over you because it's so easy to be a cute girl. It is so easy to be a fucking cute girl. Like that shit is so. Don't tell me I'm cute. Don't tell me I'm thick. Don't tell me I'm like. I literally like. My longest relationship I had, the reason that we started talking and he said he was attracted to me was because we were at a graduation party. Everyone was drinking and smoking, and he came and he talked to me because I was the only girl that was not drinking and smoking. And he's like, who the fuck? And it wasn't about like my body. I think I had like a flannel on that day. It wasn't about any of that. It was literally just because it was just like, what is she on? What the questions when we started talking was like, where are you from? What's your, it was a college graduation. So obviously everyone in that area, where are you studying? And I feel like I respect that way more than like, you see me at a club. It's like, oh, you're thick. Like, what? No, I know what it's going to be. You know what I mean? Talk to me about something else.
Very true. And I feel like, too, when it comes to submission, I feel like some women do not submit because of their own traumas that they go through.
Yeah.
Especially us as Black women. Either dads have left or divorced or... let's just be real, domestic violence happens. Yeah. And people just be like, no, like, I'm going to get that shit on my own, and and I don't need a nigga for shit, and And it's like, they just don't want to let a man lead them. They're scared to let a man lead.
Yeah.
But once again, it's the choice in man that you choose.
And I also want to say, too, I think it's like a twofold thing, and this is my call to, like, Black men. Can y'all give us, some of y'all could, but Black men, let's step it up a little bit. So you can give us a little bit more to be able to like have options to submit to. I remember like people hate him. Kevin Samuels. Yes, he gets off on women all the time. But that nigga will also sometimes say like, Black men, get your shit together. Because you're asking to have a woman that can do A, B, and C, and D. But like, you're not doing anything. So like
or want to pay for anything.
Pay for things. So like you need to manifest what you like for men too. Like you guys can't want a bitch who's gonna shut up, but like you're not doing anything. I'm gonna keep telling you need to go fucking make some money because you're not making money. Yeah. So like this is not
make
nagging.
The money.
yes, and then I'll chill off of you. You know what I mean? And so that's the other part of it is just like, I think men who want a woman who's going to be submissive and do all of these type of things, are you allowing that are you creating an environment in which that can even happen? Mm-hmm. Basically, because like, so submission is her basically being able to kick her feet up essentially and listen to you and and you're going to be a leader. So if you can't be a leader, stop asking for somebody to submit to you.
If you can't be a leader, you shouldn't be asking anybody to follow.
Period. And I also think that like men need to also normalize, like, stop dating until you're like at a place where you need to be dating. Men who are working on themselves or doing anything like, and this is my
women
like
too.
A bitch
women
thing.
too.
Well, women
too. Because the reason why I say women too is because you keep saying, "Oh, I want a nigga with money. I want this and I want that and I want this and I want that," but you're not even in a place where you can be ready for a man that has those type of things. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and I also don't want to come to a man that desperate.
No,
ever.
Needing a place to stay or needing a better car.
He's gonna give you a certain amount of respect at that point. Mm-hmm. You meet a nigga and in a week you're telling him you're having trouble with your rent. Bitch, how have you been paying your rent the last year? Like, to me, like when I've had conversations, it's like, oh, it's a difference between like meeting a guy and it's like, oh, he's gonna look out. But meeting a guy and being like, yeah, I have an eviction notice, like, what?
But you know what I want to say too is like, I hear that point. Back to the men real quick. I just want to say that I feel that they should normalize as well, like, when you meet a woman who has her shit together, stop being so timid of that woman.
Yes.
Because not all women are going to be so rah alpha. You might meet a woman who's on her shit and be like, I'm ready to submit right now. Like listen, we can be a power couple together. I'll let you follow. Listen. Here's my brand. This is what I'm trying to do. I want you to elevate me, take me higher.
My lease is up in August, okay? If I can get a motherfucking house with a backyard with a nigga right now, I would be there.
Picket fence.
Listen,
invite me to the housewarming.
Listen, that's what I'm saying. So it's just like, I handle it by myself, but like if I didn't have to anymore, I would love that for me.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And I think, just give us better men, and women be better prepared to like deal with the men that you want, if you want that.
Definitely so.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was gonna say you can.
I can what?
You could have the picket fence.
Oh yeah. I know, Sheraine. Leave me alone.
Okay.
Oh, so that means you have. Oh, yeah. So it just, you just, you know what to work for you. You should take like feminine baths or something, like a cleanse. Like you need to like get it out. Like you need to really.
I know. It's so crazy.
Are you not like emotionally expressive?
Not at all.
Okay. Sheraine answered that for me.
Because the reason why I say that is because I'm not emotionally expressive, and like all bullshit aside, all jokes aside, I've met really good men in my life, and I sometimes get put in situations where I rather shut down, you know what I mean, and shut you out, and I'd rather not say what's like how I'm really feeling, and it's like, but this person has the potential for him to go far, for me to go, for us to go far, and it's like, sometimes it is because of me where I'm like,
but see, that's the thing.
I'm not doing all that.
I don't. So if I get into it with the person, I'm shutting down. We're not talking about it. I don't know how to, like, this has been something that I've known about myself since a young age. Like, I don't argue. And so like, that's like, and that little baby perspective of like submission, I'm not going to argue with you because I just don't argue. I have like, I really get really bad anxiety around confrontation. So like, I don't do those things, but I do shut the fuck down. And like, I might text you like a day later, like, I just find it funny how 10-page paragraph.
So then you start off petty.
Yes.
And then, so it seems like you're more like a communicative person through text. Are you not really so much?
Well, not even just like so much just through text, but like, I'm also like.
Do you keep that same energy in person?
I will.
That 10-page paragraph?
Yeah, I will. Like if it opens up the dialogue. And I'm also just like I'm so timid of other people's feelings because
timid of other people's feelings. So you're scared to say what you're going to say because of how they may feel.
1,000%. I don't want to hurt people's feelings. I think a lot of that comes from like, long story short, like in high school, I think I kind of had like a mean girl reputation. And like, I just try so hard to like not hurt I just don't like to do it. And I think because too, a lot of people like open up to me and they tell me about their past and like, I never want to like trigger anybody. I never want to like if a man tells me his insecurities, right, and then like let's say he does something and like it kind of will point out one of those insecurities, I would be deathly afraid to express that to him.
Really?
Yes. I would be like so fucking like scared to like, I just don't want to make anybody feel bad. Like, okay, so I'll give you an example.
I feel like that's
6'5".
my fucking problem.
6'5". This guy I was dating. And his fucking algorithm is so fucked up on YouTube. Our video is gonna come up and he's gonna hear this. But anyways, I was dating this guy, and we had went out. I was getting kind of over it because like for me, like financially he wasn't doing what he needed to be doing, but I also knew that he had just like moved here. He was working on a brand, dreamer nigga, whatever. And I went on a couple of dates with him, and then the last date I had to pay for the date. And in my head, I didn't have the like guts to bring up to him that like, you're not doing what I need you to do for me, because I didn't want to hurt his feelings. So I just literally just went ghost on him for like a week. And he's like, okay, are we breaking up? Like, what's happening? He finally texted me. And I finally just sent him a long message like, hey, you know, I understand where you're at in life, but like, I just don't think that this might work out for me. He actually was like, he responded. He was like, wow, I wish you would have told me that. Like,
right.
That's
how I'm feeling right now.
He literally was like, on our last date, he was like, you bought me 3 shots. I was faded as fuck. Like, I wasn't even thinking about, but which to me partially is cat, whatever. But I did see that in that situation. I think it was definitely we were probably able to talk that out for sure. But like, I'm just so scared to like I'm so scared to bruise a man's ego. Like, just because of like a certain situation that I was in, and I extremely bruised a man's ego. So I have this like fear of ever doing it again.
Yeah. So you're taking that baggage and you're bringing it on, and you're carrying it on your back, and you're like, let's go. And it's like, nah, drop the backpack off, Dora.
I don't want to hurt their feelings.
I don't know. That's
the
one thing I'm good at. Is
but you know, that's the thing.
You know.
When Sheraine gets into it with a nigga, and nigga, that's why you was short anyway, and your dick sucked. And I was just like, I could never do that.
That's why you definitely need some lessons. You definitely need some lessons
dating intervention.
Yeah.
I'm over here in my feelings trying to find, hey, what's up? Hey, big head.
I'm dead. No. This is not an attack on Sheraine. But no,
I don't feel like it.
Sheraine will literally let a nigga have it. I could never do that.
Well,
you can.
I could.
See, but I wish.
Like,
I wish I can. I cannot go off. I'm like, I tiptoe, but that could also be like.
Yeah, I'm more like a fuck you, fuck your kids.
Honest moment for me. Like, that might also be why I haven't gotten as far in relationships. It's because I like tiptoe around shit, and I let shit just slide.
So I feel that you should communicate into a point where you guys can both respect each other. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And not only that, it's like when you are in a relationship, everything should just be, and not even, I'm just in talking it to someone in general, everything should be laid out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I have a friend, like a very, 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 very close friend. And she has a baby daddy, well, fiance actually. And I used to always wonder, like, damn, like, you know, like, bitch, I'm talking like it could be holiday, birthday, whatever day. If that nigga needs it, she's calling. Not needs it in like sex or anything like that, but like whatever it may be, life emergency or fucking something simple. She's like on 911, like on her way. You know what I mean? And I'm like, I used to always wonder, like, what the fuck? But the dynamic of their relationship was so fucking great. Like, when I say it was nothing you can tell her about that man, and it was nothing you could tell that man about her type shit. Yeah. He passed away. So, you know, yeah. But at the end of the day, it's like she lost her best friend, like her everything. You know what I'm saying? They have a kid together. And when I say like a woman of submission but still alpha, that's how I would want to portray. That's how you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, I got this, I got us, but I'm letting you carry us. Yeah. And I'm gonna have you and always. But yeah, like, that's the level I'm trying to be on.
That literally, I want to be. I think, like, you know, the belief that like black women are difficult and things like that. Like, I just want to say this to my black brothers out there. We would love to submit to you, lovely gentlemen. Just give us some great fucking suitors. Like, and we don't, like, again, back to last week, like, we don't want to have to be this strong. We don't want to have to be this alpha.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
If a guy said part of his idea or his definition of submission was to get a prenup, what would you guys say? And there is a right answer to this. in my eyes. But what would you guys say? Like, yeah, I'm looking for a woman. And part of a woman being submissive to me is like, you got to be okay with a prenup.
I wouldn't. No.
No? What would you say?
I would have to say it depends on the man. It depends on how in love I am. Call me stupid, but if
call me retarded because I'm signing the prenup. And I say it, and the reason why I ask the question is because if you're letting him lead, he's not leading you to a dead end. You trust him that much. You want to marry him, right? I'm talking a guy like you've already been letting him lead. Mm-hmm. So for you to sit here and tell me no to a prenup when you know that a prenup you write your own. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of like, why would you tell him no at that point? Are you doing it for family morals? Or how you grew up in certain beliefs? What is it for? Because if you're trusting him to lead and he's gotten you this far, what the fuck does a prenup have to do with him taking you any further?
I mean, to me, I don't, for me personally, like, you don't know what's going to happen in life. People change, things change. I can expect you to lead us. I can think you're the best leader in life. I don't know what's going to happen. Mm-hmm. I don't. And I've seen it just happen a lot of times. I see my mom was with a man for 25 years. Mm-hmm. They had no prenup. Mm-hmm. They got divorced. Mm-hmm.
So you're basing it off of past?
No. Not even that. I'm just saying from a lens of like, okay, give you an example. Whatever. My mom and my stepdad, they had 2 homes, whatever, right? They get a divorce. They get to this split in the road of what happens now. Yes, he could be.
But had you never seen that, would you still feel this? What you're gonna?
I still would.
Okay.
I still would. I've seen it a couple of times happen. But also because I've just always been a believer in like people change, things need to be handled. And I also think of like the more paperworky side too, as well on like the prenup type of shit. So like I'm a very big person on having things in writing. Like, I'm just like, I think you should have a will. I think those things matter because I've seen how people have ended up fucked up without them, right? Mm-hmm. Let's say me and you have a great relationship. I let you lead. I'm submissive as hell. You tell me even if we ever split up, anything happens, you know what I mean? I'm going to always take care of you. That nigga die, you have nothing in writing. You have nothing.
I just feel like, I'm sorry.
But a prenup, you can put stuff in writing. But go ahead.
No, I'm saying like I'm signing this prenup because in my head, I'm going to do this because this is someone that has shown me that they love me. I love them. And if anything was to happen, they're not just going to leave me high and fucking dry. Like, it doesn't matter prenup or not. But if that's what, I don't feel, like, if it's really someone I love, I don't think I'm going to regret my decision because it's just like,
and I think it also has to depend on, like, what is he putting in that prenup? You didn't really define that.
No, but you told me your answer from the beginning.
Right. So I'm coming with
your
the
answer
premise.
should have been, it depends on what's in the prenup. Because your mind was already set. I'm not signing a fucking prenup. I'm getting married.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not doing that.
I would come with a prenup. Like, I would come with things
you living
that
in that
I
alpha energy. You haven't reached that mindset
but
yet.
But we've already discovered that I haven't.
Yeah, no, of course.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Your answer now is based on your alpha energy. I guarantee if we revisited this same episode, double it back maybe to wherever you may be at that time where now you are like, hey, I'm in a different headspace. I'm more in my feminine energy. You will probably be more 50-50 on a prenup. And given the fact that you've already been married too, plays a big part in your answer.
And that's why my answer is what my answer is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Versus talking to a person who I feel that I am 55-60% into my feminine energy. And I'm going to sit here and tell you, yes, I will sign a prenup. And what's in that prenup, we have to come to an agreement. If it's not going to come to agreement, then we don't even need to go to a place of getting married at all. We've been together this long. I love you. You love me. Call me stupid if you want, but hey, it is what it is. Because I'm not going to ever put myself in a situation where now we're married and I'm paying you. I'll be damned.
Right.
I'll be damned.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or we've built an empire and I'm leaving to go stay in the shack. Bitch, you got me fucked up.
It happens.
But, you know, so.
Yeah, I think it definitely depends on the premise that prenup is set on. So when you said it, I'm coming with the negative connotation. I'm coming with the connotation of, if this man is coming with the prenup, I'm taking it from the perception of he's coming to you saying, if we split, you know, you don't get to take anything from it. Yes, a prenup could also be
how an average African-American black girl will already think in their mind.
Exactly. But like, if we also looked at statistics, that's what they be.
Yeah, no, for real.
So like, yeah, but like, again, I've had lived experiences with certain shit. So like, I know like that's what they end up being. Like they, at certain levels, that's what they do end up being in the black community. And you know, it's this,
and it's
you know,
up,
I came into this with this and you know what I mean? So, but I'm always look out for you type shit. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Now, if that prenup was, if we were to split, you get to take these properties and these if we're talking to Jeff Bezos prenup, sign me up.
Yeah.
But if that's not what we're talking, which is a lot of the times when like niggas try to bring a prenup, in my personal opinion, from what I've seen people who have had actual prenups. It hasn't been that. It hasn't been the Jeff Bezos, because a lot of niggas don't really want they bitch to walk away with $100 million.
Yeah, no, of course not
at all. Like that's a whole nother like ego type of thing. Mm-hmm. But Jeff will sign that. Bill,
and I don't think it's more ego. I think it's more narcissistic traits.
For sure. People don't want to see you doing better without them.
No,
at all. Even though, like, yeah, no, that's a whole nother story. But yeah, it depends. Give me a Jeff.
Sign me up.
I'm down. Jeff, sign me up.
Sign me up.
Yeah, it's gonna have to be that. It's gonna have to be that, because his girl is living great.
Yes, she is.
Well, not his girl.
So you would sign one just based off of love?
I mean, to be honest with you,
not like that.
I mean, I think it made it very clear that I don't make the best fucking decisions with dating.
But that was
beautiful.
beautiful.
It's really to be okay. I don't
to make the best decisions.
Call me dumb, and like this is not towards anyone.
Yeah.
Signing a prenup is, I feel like you're proving your love. Okay, so like I don't even say like, it's just, let's say we split up. Mm-hmm. Let's say I had the baby father. Mm-hmm. And I let him, and I'm still helping him. I'm still taking care of him. I'm doing this. I'm still proving my love. Mm-hmm. Like, I feel like you prove love in different ways. I really don't know. Like, I'm already with you. You already doing shit for me. Mm-hmm. If I lose it, I lose it. But then that's my fucking lesson. But so at that moment,
but see, that's okay. Because she interpreted the prenup as the one that I said no to.
That's what I'm saying. So what is your? It's getting tricky in here. It's getting real hot too.
You said you would sign some shit. You're basically saying,
I'm gonna walk away with shit.
You would come into a relationship and you would sign something that would say like, hey, if we did split up, if you really love me, you would be okay with not like taking me to court to get some shit.
Yeah, that's what she's saying.
It depends on the person. It depends on the person.
If he's cute.
I'm kidding.
It's a joke.
So listen. Okay, let's put it in this perspective. You're dating a high value nigga. I'm talking a nigga who is getting it in every aspect you could think of, like that. It's that nigga. Okay. And he's like, I love you, but I just gotta protect me.
How deep are we into this?
Y'all are in 3 years. Y'all 3 years.
What? You have 3 years. We talking 4.5.
Okay, y'all 4.5. You have the ring on your finger. As you get ready, you ready. You pick in the venue, and he says, "Baby, you already have a baby." You know what I mean? He says, "I really love you. I know you love me. I'm gonna be with you forever.
Ooh,
I seen you ride for me. So I just need you to give me a sense of security. I'm about to give you the best life ever. Give me a sense of security. If anything was to ever happen to us, you wouldn't take me for half right now,
or child support.
So please." Sheraine, baby, I'm ready to walk down the aisle right now.
I love you.
You just gotta sign this.
Look at that beautiful smile.
And he smiles and he strokes you across your face
and kisses your forehead.
Sheraine gonna say, "Where's the black pen?"
Kisses your forehead.
And Sheraine gonna say, "Do I sign in blue or black ink?"
Bitch, invisible.
But look, let me tell you though,
nothing is wrong with that.
Let me tell you, back to the conversation.
Yeah.
When you were saying how men need to be more ready, that's another thing I realized. I'm not ready to date. So maybe ask me this in 6 months.
I think we could definitely double back to all of these questions in 6 months.
Ask me this in 6 months.
Yeah.
I really think I have a self-worth, like, intervention that needs to happen.
Yeah.
Like, I definitely do. So right now, yes. I just told you. I really submit to a man in the beginning.
And then I feel like if you're on a level of building with your man, because listen, when you're putting businesses in both of your names, it's a little bit hard to just walk away with nothing now. It's hard to walk away with
There's
nothing.
so many aspects to that question because it depends on the situation.
I went for me personally, I went to worst case scenario. Like when you ask me a question, like I'm gonna go worst case scenario. I thought when I heard that, I said, this is a nigga who has money. He comes to you and says, "Baby, I love you so much. I'm never gonna do you wrong.
Yeah,
sign
she thought
this."
Of the most
I thought worst.
Yeah,
and the only reason I think like that is because again, I say you don't
life
know people
though too.
Yeah, life experience, and you don't know people. Now, also something I had written in the notes, but I don't not even gonna really tackle it. There are some people who I feel like have had much easier lives, and so they're able to come through with a different lens. Somebody else might have heard that, and they would have probably automatically thought like, oh well, yeah, that probably means I'll get the vacation house, and then like, you know what I mean? Some people would think that. That's not my frame that I think in. My frame is automatically.
But your frame is that way again because you're in a different energy.
Exactly.
So in my lens, I'm looking at it like, oh well, I'm gonna date a guy who we're building together. We're going to do multiple businesses together. It's going to be hard for a man to just tell me, sign this, and I'm walking away with zip, nada, nothing.
Yeah.
No. I don't even think I would. I think my grandma would come down from heaven and slap the fuck out of me. Like, what?
Yeah.
What would leave with nothing?
I think that's a really good point because I think also I'm coming from a place that's like the love I'm talking about I have for this man is hopefully it's equated, it's mutual. So it's so like I wouldn't even have to worry. Like you said, if I have a baby, okay, you're not gonna leave your baby mama and your kid.
But they do.
They do.
But I'm saying in my head, I don't think they would.
Yes.
So I'm like, okay, cool.
But that's what I would say.
You
also,
had me.
Even though like you make a joke about like, oh, I pick bad guys and I've had bad luck. What I will say is, Sheraine, you're probably the most optimistic person I've ever met in dating.
No, facts.
Sheraine will go on a date with a guy on Saturday and be like, I just really like him. He's a good guy.
Facts.
Wednesday be like, I don't know what happened.
And then be sitting in your car putting on her makeup like, it's just something. I just want you to
listen.
Look at the messages.
Listen to
it's
this.
Now something
listen.
about
it's
him.
really great. He let me. And then on Wednesday, it's like, yeah, he said his cousin was shot.
Everything was a fucking lie. She'll be on there like Wednesday comes. Everything was a fucking lie.
Yeah,
like, I can't even fucking
but
lie.
I say, I feel like there's beauty in that. Like, cause I'm coming into it already.
No, this is life experiences, bro.
I could have a whole
a man can tell me a whole bunch of things about himself, and I'm googling it all. I'm looking it all up. You can't like
the researcher.
I'm going to research. I'm going to you also just like can't lie to me. I mean, first of all, niggas lie all the time, but like I just know a lot about certain shit. So it's like you can't tell me that you do this and this and this and this, and it's just like you want to go industry wise. Like I know people in the industry. You want to go this way. Like you can't cap to me about certain shit. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like you just fucking can't. But Sheraine, you have a great dating attitude.
I just, you know what? Like I said, I don't know. It comes. I'm not proud, but yeah, I'm very optimistic. I think I want someone.
This is definitely
why
an
y'all
episode
smiling?
you have to like double back on.
Why y'all smiling at each other?
No,
y'all just
you can't even see my eyes, bitch.
I'm crying.
I saw y'all teeth.
No,
okay.
because I think next episode is gonna be on Sheraine's dating escapades.
No, can it really? Because you don't. No, I'm really. I don't know if I'm that crazy or dumb, but no, like
You're not dumb.
Wednesday comes.
Stop saying you're dumb.
Yeah, I want to say that. You're not dumb.
I'm optimistic
and very free.
Yes,
but the thing is, it's really weird. I don't ever feel nothing. I'm like, oh, okay, well, next.
Maybe, and that's the thing. Maybe you don't feel anything, but you express.
I express, but maybe I let it go.
Yeah.
On to the next, and then they do the same shit.
Yeah.
And
I think it's beautiful. Next episode,
but I have to stop.
Definitely have to stop. That's why I was standing here looking like, you definitely got to stop.
No, like I have to stop. I'm getting tired
because you need to have
too.
a sense of like
self.
What? And like, what am I really feeling?
Yeah, I know that.
Because you're exchanging so many energies with your energy, and it's just fucking you up.
It's the fact that you're saying what I just told her last week.
What?
You have to. I told her, I was like, you're allowing so many energies into your.
Yes.
It almost waters down who Sheraine is.
Yes.
And so as soon as like
I'm going on a dating hiatus.
Oh, yes.
Mm-hmm. No, like I really am. I'm like
It's okay to be unavailable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
sure.
like I told you, I literally asked someone for the first time. I was like, "What are you looking for?" I got an answer. I was like, "Oh, okay." We haven't been talking because it's not what I'm looking for.
Yeah,
it's not.
Yeah,
because it's the thing. I can say I keep moving on, but that shit does eat at me because I'm just like,
yeah, I know it does.
What's going on? But then that just comes from what void am I filling? Let me figure that out.
Yeah.
And once
That's
you feel the void that you're feeling, I think that you would have a better sense of like who you want to be with and what route, you know what I mean? And the guys that you choose. And also just
being able to bring something to the table.
Yeah, that too.
I feel like I bring great things to the table, but I love choosing, like you say. Maybe I go for looks. I feel like I don't always go for looks, but I don't know.
We're gonna talk about
whatever it is. Yeah, I'm bringing all the greatness to the wrong fucking table, and it's constant tables.
But do they feel it's greatness?
That is a banquet with telling tables. No.
You don't want it? Okay, on to the next one. Okay, you don't like that flavor.
At this point, I feel like you're playing bingo. Okay?
I'm what?
Playing bingo.
Yeah. I think I'm losing.
Next episode.
I'm fucking losing.
I'm crying. Yeah, guys, we're going to wrap it up here. This
was great.
We are all on the journey of getting our feminine energy so we can submit to these niggas whenever they come around.
Or not anymore.
Yeah. Leave me alone.
They gonna come around. I'm manifesting it.
Yeah, no, I'm manifesting.
I'm gonna have them.
I'm tired of being a strong bitch. I'm tired, boss.
I'm fucking tired.
Yeah, no, but thank you guys for listening. Deja, thank you for being with us again. She is our resident.
Yes, she'll be back. She'll be back.
What are we gonna call you? You're our resident. Are you like a lady whisperer? I don't know what the fuck. We're gonna come up with a name. You guys give us names.
I just know you're like, men and dating is really your field. It's like the woman, like, what is it, Kevin Samuels?
We're not gonna give her that.
Yeah, I don't fucking bash men.
Yeah, she doesn't.
No, but you're pretty.
We'll come up with it next time. You guys leave us comments about what we should call her.
But you have to watch both episodes to understand.
Yes, you guys have to understand because she's mixed. She's versatile. So yeah, you guys listen to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Catch us on YouTube and follow us on Instagram at WTYT Podcast. We'll see you guys next week. We love you guys so much. Peace out.
Bye, besties.
Peace.